Ladies and gentlemen, there is one player on Warcraft Champions that has very high MMR. He's playing human, his name is Verdi, you can know him as Rail from his StarCraft 2 career. He's a very good player, 2200, 2300 MMR easy. And what is he doing? What is very special? He's refusing to play normal heroes. He's trying to optimize Tavern heroes. In every matchup he has some ideas what Tavern hero is the best in the human mirror and so on. And he told me, Saul, when you play versus Orc, you need to choose between a Dark Ranger and between Panda. And I was like, really? Why? Because versus Farseer, if you want to expand, you can do it with Dark Ranger to expand easily. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how it's possible, but ladies and gentlemen, in this game, he's playing versus Fly Go Go Go. And you may say, Saul, is it the real Fly? Yes, that's the real legendary Orc from China. He's playing on Warcraft Champions. He's practicing for the Dolphin Super League, because Dolphin Super League is on break, and Fly is literally practicing on Warcraft Champions. And man, he met versus Verdi. And what I don't know about this game is that Verdi played Dark Ranger first. So guys, if you want to try something different, if you want to watch something different versus Orc, versus one of the best Orcs, versus one of the most legendary Orcs, I recommend this. And you may say, Saul, how do you know the opponent hero? Because you have time, right? This Footman is scouting, another Footman is just waiting. Tavern opens at 2 minutes 15 seconds. And yes, it's Dark Ranger with Life Drain first, that's the secret. As you can see, the usual strategy by the Orcs is to right-click the hero, but you can't really right-click Dark Ranger, can you? Because Dark Ranger is amazing. I Life Drain. Life Drain was buffed in the new patch, and you may say, Saul, why is it like really that good? You can spam it. It's very cheap. Only 25 mana for Life Drain. As you can see, you can Life Drain the wolves. That's amazing. Verdi is probably preparing for the expansion, you know, he's accumulating workers, he's accumulating lumber. Soon he'll pull militia and he'll just expand. And look at this! Who is winning this fight? Is it Mr. Orc that's already red HP, or is Warden, Dark Ranger, sorry, that has so much HP and mana as well, even though we can agree, right, there was even a life drain spam there. All is fine, ladies and gentlemen. All is fine, and Dark Ranger is healthy. The last hit is Fly going to try to get the last hit? Yes, but no, Verdi got the last hit, and he got +3 agility, which is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Footies already have defense form, so that was the plan of Verdi. That's why he was delaying his expansion. So now Footies are much more resilient. And look, Dark Ranger can chase with Dark Arrow. By the way, do you know that a Life Drain applies Dark Arrow ability to, of course, not heroes, but to other units? I learned this from Mr. Verdi's stream. Shout out to Mr. Verdi, of course. You can heal your units! You can heal your units as well! This Dark Ranger sacrificed her HP to heal the peon! That's beautiful! Man, that makes sense! Look at Mr. Fly! He needs to heal. He didn't do that well. And Verdi is cooking, man. Verdi is cooking. He has defense already. If he wants to, he can maybe try to creep this camp. Of course, it's very risky, right? Because Orc is probably coming back. And yes, Verdi got a little bit outmaneuvered. Maybe sneaky movement by Fly to go around. As you can see, this Orc is OG. This Orc is very experienced. This is one of the rare moments in Warcraft 3 that if you stay AFK, it's better than if you move. The tower will be cancelled, man. If Mr. Verdi would know, he would just stay at his base, and now he's getting punished. Okay, smart move by Fly. Shout out to him for figuring this, but still, the first skeleton is here and one of the headhunters is dead. And let me tell you, Dark Ranger is not going to die. Dark Ranger is the one who knocks. Ladies and gentlemen, defend Footies. There is only one source of piercing damage, because it doesn't help you against range. It helps you versus piercing. All of the piercing is range, but not all of the range is piercing, right? Heroes have hero damage type and there can be range. And wolves and grunts have normal damage. So yes, we can turn off defense at soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fly is going for tier 3. It means that he wants to play counter expansion. So I've seen him doing this. This is basically a response to kinda not early expo, it's like kinda late expo, right? Mr. Verdi waited until he had the defense, right? So Fly thinks that he will have enough time, and maybe enough time, you know, to go for tiny Great Hall and then make some nice tier 3 army. We'll see about that. Level 2 on the Farseer, by the way, so he's getting rid of those footies. Dark Ranger is dealing a lot of damage. Remember, when you have a Dark Arrow on, actually your mana will go down very quickly. It's like having a Naga, right? And another like thing that Verdi likes to do a lot, he's playing very early rifles. Very early rifles. Of course, sometimes he goes mass air and so on, but in this game he decided to go for early rifles to, I don't know, have this big army early. And maybe it will be enough to actually counter a potential fast expansion by Mr. Fly. Okay, Shredder is here. Shredder can help you creep a lot. And Fly, do you see this? Do you see this? He sees, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, the Enraged Wildkin is still there. Shadow is here for potential Hex. Chain Lightning. The kill goes to Fly. That was smart. Be careful, Mr. Verdi. With Hex, Fly can outmaneuver you. And yes, Verdi is teleporting out, but he lost one Rifleman, man. I think Orc is back. That was risky creep road, and yes, Mr. Verdi got punished for it. What is inside of the Enraged Wildkin, ladies and gentlemen? We have Vampiric Aura. Well, if we are going to play Mass Taurens, Vampiric Aura is amazing. If Verdi plays Air, then Mr. Orc needs to play Headhunters on Trollbat Raiders, you know, to counter the Gryphons. And then you don't like this item. And also you can just sell this item and buy a tier 3 Power Spike item with this tiny Great Hall. What is the best about this? It's very quick. You build it, you place it, and you already feel rich, ladies and gentlemen. Because it's going up so quick, so fast. So to be honest, on paper, Verdi, but okay, Iron Forged Swords is not for the rifles. Those rifles are just mid-game shield, you know? Sometimes Nidos, they play expansion with 3 hands and then they play still Dryad Bears, you know? So it doesn't mean if you make 3 rifles that you need to commit into Rifle Caster. By the way, from my curiosity, Verdi is going for Dark Arrow level 2. Okay, Dark Arrow level 2, he wants to make a lot of skeletons, that makes sense, and man, creeping with skeletons feels so good, and you can also scout with them, as Mr. Happy is like the master of scouting with skeletons. So Verdi will know about the counter expo. What he can do about this? Probably he will just wait for air, right? He's going tier 3, it means either Knights, Priest, or beautiful Gryphons. So yes, Mr. Orc is happy about his income. Mr. Orc is going for Taurens. Okay. Of course, he can change later. There is no Shredder for Fly, so that's the only issue, yeah, right? Orc has a lot of upgrades. They cost lumber, a lot of lumber, right? So usually you see, what you see is, of course, Shredder, but on this map there is only one lab, right? Let me click. Shredder is still on cooldown, 54 seconds left, because Mr. Verdi got it. So lumber economy, it's going to be quite weak for this time, and Fly needs to make some peons himself, because let me tell you, he won't be able to produce that much. Dark Ranger is getting nice levels, level 4 is cool. Actually, you have better life then, you can bet better Dark Arrow, so that's a win-win scenario. And yes, we have Gryphon Aviaris. This is what Verdi likes to play. He won versus Grabby, yes. Literally versus Grabby some time ago with Mass Air. And yes, that can surprise your opponent on any MMR level, let me tell you that. Plus 5 armor, that's a very tanky Dark Ranger. With Life Drain you can tank actually, but yes, who has the map control? Orc, of course. 2 Taurens are here. And yes, Mr. Verdi will have to teleport out from here, or he will lose all of his rifles, but he's like, hey Saul, I'm done with this camp already. I'm not afraid to just teleport out. I'm rich as well, because I have been mining from 2 bases since like almost start of the game, so I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a 1000 MMR game, I swear to God. You may say, Saul, who plays Blade Master as a third hero? Wasn't Blade Master is like the most terrible third hero option? And that's true if you play Windwalk. But you are not going to play Windwalk here. What you are going to play here is Mirror Image. And why this is good? Because this is your anti-air technology. You give Orb to this beautiful Blade Master. And with Orb he can attack air. And because Mr. Verdi will play Math Air, he won't have any Dispool. So every Blade Master with Mirror Image, you know, split, will have to be like attacked. And he has hero armor, right? So it's quite resilient as well. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, let this Blade Master cook. Undead Aura is amazing for the Orc for the late game. So yes, this Blade Master is like a very strong anti-air unit that can't be dispooled, right? Because there is no dispool for Mr. Verdi. Speaking of Verdi, he bought Staff of Sanctuary and he went for Alchemist with minus armor. That's interesting. Maybe he's expecting grand units, but yes, Mr. Fly is already producing some Troll Bat Raiders. He still has lumber issues, and look at this, Verdi is constantly sending to his gold line and those skeletons. Freaking skeletons, man. So yes, of course he's not going to kill the Expo, but he's going to slow down the mining by a lot. There is a burrow, so you can cycle them, but there is no big issue here. Dark Ranger is helping with... I mean, can you even kill the Granite Golem? I don't think so, especially if the Org is here, but you know, Gryphons can attack him TP Force, and the item goes to Fly. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you do agree with me that if Verdi wins this game, it's not because, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Verdi got lucky in the early game, in the mid game. No, mid game and late game for now belongs to Fly. And he had also Kagdar's Pipe. There is Human Aura and the Undead Aura, and you may say, how good is the Human Aura? It's amazing. You have Shadow Hunter with Heal Wave and so on. So, ladies and gentlemen, if Verdi is going to win this game, it's because he's just a great player, A, and B, Dark Ranger can actually work. Let's check the supply now, shall we? So, Verdi sees this and he wants to add casters, right? Maybe it's to counter Blade Master of Mirror Image, maybe to Dispel, I don't know. Alchemist and Paladin, so we have a lot of AoE healing, that's good versus Bats, right? Bats are going to explode on Gryphon Raiders, but Verdi can heal them later and so on. Sadly, Paladin can't Holy Light Dark Ranger because Dark Ranger is an undead hero, so that's an issue. Let's check the supply. Verdi is breaking his supply, of course, with triple Gryphon Aviaris, he can do it easily, and he's making Dragon Hawk Raiders. He wants to shackle some Trollbat Raiders. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you need to position nicely in order to do so. There's one Gryphon, but he's like a bait. Like a bait. There is Staff. Oh, he staffed it, so one Trollbat Raider detonated for nothing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big fight. Militia is here. Paladin is ready to heal. Blade Master, even though he grabbed a lot of red camps, he's just on level 2. He needs experience. There are Trollbat Raiders in the Dragon Hawks in the air. They're waiting to shackle. That was a very successful shackle, ladies and gentlemen. Give me the heal wave. Give me the heal wave. Actually, no, ladies and gentlemen. There is so much things happening at the same time. Who is winning the air? I don't know. Supply is dropping for both players. Fly, the Orc here. He has more supply, but he's pushing into Mr. Verdi base, and Verdi has so many towers. Maybe actually too many, but ladies and gentlemen, it's not for me to judge. The right Blade Master got spotted, but the Paladin got killed as well. Blade Master as a third hero is freaking working. It's freaking working, man! Okay, there is a lot of towers. What Mr. Fly is going to do? I don't know, maybe he wants to finish the game. Maybe he should just pull back and plant another tiny Great Hall. Maybe that would be a nice idea, right? He has the resources for it. Mr. Verdi is holding. Mr. Verdi is deep inside of his base, you know. He'll remake the Paladin. He's producing more Gryphons. He has free to upgrade those Those upgrades are crazy, man. Okay.
A player's forces are under
Okay,
attack.
beautiful. So yes, this trend with Blade Master as a third hero, as I'm being informed by, you know, the Twitch chat, hello Mr. Noble, is like what Mr. Lin tries to do, but it is a very rare situation, right? There needs to be human with Gryphons, you know. B, it's usually Expo versus Expo, right? And yes, so that's why this Blade Master is the anti-air. It's the anti-air technologies, basically. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, tiny Great Hole planted. I like it, right? Your opponent has so many towers, there is no need to push into them. Try to be efficient. Fly has the lumber, right? He has 300 lumber. He made all of the buildings, maybe even all of the upgrades that he needs in this game. And he just needs gold to produce a little bit more. Okay, there is a... Oh, the Dragon Hawk detonated. That's nice, before the Staff of Sanctuary could be used. Okay, okay, there's a weird situation to be in for Orc, because all of those towers, maybe those towers investment wasn't that bad. Maybe it wasn't that bad. How is the supply looking? Out of the sudden, Verdi has more supply, but remember that Mr. Fly just invested into his third base, so he will catch up in supply quickly. Man, all of those towers, that's an issue. Like, if Verdi is good at one thing, it's of course A, Tavern heroes, but B, how to position air army. He's so patient, as you can see, he forced Fly into wrong position. Fly is trying to detonate his troll bad raiders, but it's not working. It's not working, it wasn't juicy, it wasn't efficient, and now Mr. Verdi looks like he's the one who knocks. And remember, you need to have a lot of troll bad raiders, because like, you know, they have this AoE effect. It's like casting one wave of Blizzard on like an archers. You need to finish them. You need to finish them somehow. And Mr. Verdi is going in. Paladin got level 2. It means aura. It means more armor. They have 8 armor. Remember that armor value works against Troll Bad Raider detonations. There is a lot of detonations here. Blade Master is getting low. Blade Master needs to survive. 68 supply for Verdi. 46 supply for Fly. Verdi is a little bit afraid of his Paladin. He needs to keep him alive. And the priests are here. There's going to be Inner Fire Gryphons. Inner Fire Gryphons, man. It's plus 5 armor, right? When you cast Inner Fire, and it's 1 minute uptime, I think. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be 6 plus 5 plus 2. 13 armor on Gryphons, including 3 armor upgrades, Inner Fire, and Paladin Aura level 1. So let me tell you, give this man a protection scroll, and we are going to break armor record. I mean, it's not the record, but yes. Mr. Fly, he knows that, you know, with his triple base setup, he's doing pretty well. He needs more lumber, believe it or not, man. Shredder here would be such a good thing, but it's too late. It's too late for the Shredder. He just needs to have enough to produce Troll Bad Raiders from triple bestiaries. But man, Verdi also, he's ready. He's ready. Look at this Inner Fire. 13. 6 plus 7. I think it's 13. Or it's 12. It's 12. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Look at this army, Inner Fire Airmen, Inner Fire Air, that's crazy, those armor values. Okay, isn't going to be, but look how many buds they are! Look how many buds they are. He needs to focus Dragon Hawk Raiders first. There is a lot of detonation, but Farseer melted with TP! Mr. Fly was too focused on on detonating his buds that his Farseer evaporated. That's actually the same what happened in game versus Grubby, and Mr. Verdi says, no, your third base is not for you, and now there are finally some units to exchange them into the big skeletons. It's Greater Dark Minion, that's the name. Blade Master has level 4, but it's Blade Master versus this huge, well-upgraded air army. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this, Shadow needs to be careful. Shadow uses the last healing wave. And man, who is going to stop Verdi? Farseer is dead. Supply for Fly is looking terrible. He still has no lumber. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Dark Ranger Expo into Mass Air is good enough to surprise giga experienced player that Mr. Fly is, and you may say, Saul, maybe Fly is not good versus off meta. Fly is doing better than expected in all of these weird all the random tournaments. So let me tell you, Fly is a very creative player. He knows, but in this game he got surprised, in this game he got outplayed, even though he had a very good late game and mid game, but in the ultra late game and in the early game, Mr. Verdi was dominating. Guys, I would like to hype this game a little bit more, but it's 76 supply for the human versus 35 supply for the orc. He's still trying to win this with just hero levels. Farseer is still in the altar. Verdi brought his shredder, he's showing off with his lumber. Ha! Mr. Fly, you have no lumber and I have enough lumber that I'm even bringing my shredder to the party. And now Shadow Hunter will go down and GG will be called. What a play by Mr. Verdi. Guys, this is the result of the new patch. Dark Ranger first versus Orc, very hard to execute. If you want to expand versus Orc, consider Dark Ranger. GG's to Mr. Verdi, GG's to Mr. Fly, and guys, if you like this YouTube video, because hopefully it's on the YouTube, hit the like button, make a comment, and I don't know, check the channel for more videos. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.